You know that little buzz you get when you click buy now, that little jolt of excitement? That's a release of dopamine, a powerful chemical in your brain's reward system. Your brain is fundamentally wired to chase that feeling, which creates a rush of motivation that can make saving feel like an impossible, joyless chore. But what if you could use that same internal wiring to your advantage? What if you could trick your brain into stopping overspending and actually find satisfaction in building your wealth? I totally get it. I used to be a chronic overspender myself. That add to cart button was my go-to coping mechanism for stress, boredom, or even just a Tuesday. It felt like a quick fix, but it always left me feeling worse in the long run. It was until I really dug into the science of why I was spending that things finally clicked into place. I realized it wasn't a personal failing, it was a biological loop. So I'm going to share 5 simple, science-backed brain hacks that will help you rewire your habits and start saving money today. First up, a hack designed to fight your brain's biggest enemy when it comes to money: instant gratification. We are hardwired to want rewards now, not later, and the world of online shopping has made now just a single, frictionless click away. This is where you bring in the 48-hour rule to create a much-needed pause. The next time you feel that powerful urge to buy something you don't really need, put it in your online cart or make a note of it, but do not check out. Force yourself to wait a full 48 hours. This waiting period is crucial. It allows that initial, intense, motivational surge from anticipating the purchase to naturally fade away. That 2-day buffer moves the decision from your impulsive, emotional brain, the part that screams, "I need this now," to your more rational, thinking brain. More often than not, after the dopamine has subsided, you'll look at that item again and realize that must-have was really just a fleeting nice-to-have. If saving feels like a punishment or a sacrifice, your brain will always choose the immediate, guaranteed reward of spending. To counteract this, you have to make the act of saving just as exciting, if not more so. This is all about reframing your goals from something vague and boring into something vibrant and motivating. So stop thinking of it as just putting money into a savings account. Instead, give that money a specific, exciting job. Go into your banking app right now and literally rename your savings fund to something that gets you fired up. Don't just call it savings, call it Hawaiian Vacation Fund, Future Dream House Down Payment, or Debt-Free Life. By connecting the act of saving to a concrete, thrilling future reward, you give your brain a new target to get excited about. You're not depriving yourself of a new pair of shoes. You're actively investing in a future you genuinely can't wait for. Does it feel way easier to spend $100 with a quick, weightless credit card tap than it does to hand over 5 crisp $20 bills? That's not just you, that's psychology. The abstract nature of digital payments makes money feel less real. And it brings us to hack number 3, putting your discretionary spending on a cash diet. Using a credit or debit card feels abstract, but handing over physical cash triggers a very real psychological effect known as the pain of paying. Seeing the money leave your hand makes the transaction feel more significant and forces you to be more mindful of what you're actually giving up. Try taking out a set amount of cash for your weekly fun money, things like coffee, lunches out, or entertainment. When that cash is gone, it's gone. It's a simple, physical barrier that acts as a powerful brake against mindless, frictionless spending. All right, we're more than halfway through. If you're finding these tips helpful and they're starting to click for you, do me a quick favor and hit that like and subscribe button. I put out new videos every week with practical strategies to help you master your money and make it work for you. So much of our overspending isn't planned, it's a reaction. It's an impulse triggered by stress from work, a pang of boredom, or even seeing a friend's shiny new purchase on Instagram. This hack is about becoming a detective of your own habits so you can get ahead of those impulses. For 1 full week, keep a simple spending journal. Every time you buy something you don't strictly need, jot down what you bought and, more importantly, how you were feeling in the moment right before you hit purchase. Were you stressed from a long day, bored on a Sunday afternoon, feeling a little lonely? Seeing what triggers you is the first and most critical step. Once you spot a pattern, like every time I'm stressed, I browse Amazon, you can create a replacement list of free activities. If you spend when you're stressed, your new automatic plan might be to go for a brisk walk or listen to a podcast. If you spend when you're bored, you could call a friend or start that book on your nightstand. This actively rewires the habit loop in your brain from feel bad, then spend, to feel bad, then do something that actually makes me feel better. Our brains are constantly influenced by what we see, and the modern social media feed is the ultimate trigger for comparison and the fear of missing out, FOMO. Global social commerce sales are projected to grow into a $1 trillion market by 2025, which means the pressure to shop the look and buy what you see online is only getting stronger and more sophisticated. So our final hack is to perform a targeted digital detox. Go through your social media feeds, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and unfollow any accounts that consistently make you feel like you need to spend money to keep up. This includes certain influencers, deal accounts, and even brands that constantly tempt you with flash sales. This isn't about being antisocial, it's about curating an environment that supports your financial goals, not one that actively sabotages them. By intentionally curating what you consume online, you dial down the external pressure and make it infinitely easier to be content and happy with what you already have. So those are 5 powerful ways to get your brain on your side in the fight against overspending. To recap: 1. Implement the 48-hour rule to let emotional urges fade. 2. Reframe your savings by giving your money an exciting mission. 3. Use a cash diet to feel the pain of paying. 4. Act as a detective to identify and replace your emotional spending triggers. And 5. Perform a digital detox to curate your online world and support your goals. Remember, overspending isn't a character flaw. It's often just your brain's natural reward system working against you in a world designed to make you spend. But by using these strategies, you can take back control, turn your brain into a savings ally, and start building the financial future you truly deserve. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these hacks are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss my next video. Thanks for watching.